Paint a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Tomatoes.
Watch the undead quiver in their moldy boots. Join the Sun Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes. Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea. Watch the undead quiver in their moldy boots.
So you're just hanging
Aaron
around
has as
the
many
inn, are you?
friends as the man
Waiting for
with
what,
many
exactly?
cheeses.
I'll thank you, believe me, Dee.
Oh, you think you can speak that way to us? Well, besides
Not
saying
the
I've
move
got
for
my
cheese.
eye on you down.
The excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond there.
Let us see if you can choose the finest green.
Paint a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Oh, my good man. Drink these things.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sidefield ever seen. Watch the undead quiver in
So
their
you're just
moldy
hanging
boots.
around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
I'll thank you, believe me, Dee.
Oh, you think you can speak that way to us? Well, suffice to say it, I've got my eye on you.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Come now,
Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond there.
let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. The
So you're
excuse
just
is
hanging
more
around
holes
the inn,
than a
are
slice
you?
of this
Waiting
fine
for what,
almond there.
exactly?
I'll thank you, believe me, Dee.
Oh, you think you can speak that way
Paint
to
a big
us?
cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
I am a duke.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Get it while it's fresh. Sorry, but I haven't the time for chatter. These days, a moment's inattention is all a thief needs to snatch my livelihood out from under me. The dead are on the prowl, the councillor's been murdered, and now source hunters are encouraging petty theft. The few honest amongst us are swimming against the stream, I'll tell you what. Sorry, but I haven't the time for chatter. These days, a moment's inattention is all a thief needs to snatch my livelihood out from under me.
Than a slice of this fine almond there.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
That thief is free for now, but I wonder how long it'll be until his growling belly seduces him back onto the crooked path.
I'll figure out who...
Those phony brutes will never make it inside these walls. Excellent. Let's keep it that way.
That's enough of that now! I feel a cold inside my soul. The bane of age. Welcome be. Oh, I am but an aged elf that has seen the years parade in long succession. Gladly shall I tell you more. Will I regale thee, O whelp of men, with my tale? But not here, where the winds may steal my words. You would listen to my grievances, guide me towards untroubled realms. Oh, you are truly a wonder, oh budding flower of the morn. Yet that which I would tell you is of a rather private nature. So let us escape both the chill and the eye of public scrutiny. Hot spiced wine and a snug little room awaits us on the King Crab's first floor. Let us go there so that we can warm our bones, yet make shiver our hearts with a tale of loss and sorrow.
So you're just hanging around again, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
I'll thank you to leave me be.
Cannon, moving toward fire.
Well, like I said, I've got my eye on you, Sarah.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
I dare say.
Oh, my good man. Drink if you please.
Please do keep shouting.
Ah, you have come. Yes, that is most satisfactory. Begone, brittle mask of age. Hear me now repeat the words of Brittletooth, the child snatcher of Carador. Come, play with me, for I'm hungry. Come, play, play, play. My name is Eglandir Twilsalanar, elf of the house of Gandavum, the slaughtered house of Gandavum. But by the twin blades of the Shadow Vixen, I shall have my revenge. The walls of memory are stained with blood, and I would see them bloodier still. The game, yes! A game of blood and brutality, of death and dexterity. Fun as herring the horror harlequin. But, like the serpentine stalker hisses before the stab, hush now, darkness, darling, hush, hush, and listen to my tale. The elves of Gandavum, they lived in peace, oh yes, but one night, when the moon had hid her face, the orcs of the tribe of Kazuldagar beset our city. They cooked and ate and burned every last one of us. The light of dawn never saw an elf of Gandavum no more. All undone, every last one of us. Except for me, the midnight rambler, away from the city. I was very old back then already, though indeed I whisper of many years hence. But death shall not find me. Oh no, not until every beast of Kazuldagar has been bled. I may be frail, I have tracked her down by the curse of the spine spear I have. She does not know her ill-shapen sun is setting fast. Color the dusk red, O sword of youth. Bloody the day with the bramble sap that runs through the veins of Victoria. Bring me the amulet that clings to her flesh, soon to fade. And yours shall be the bounty of vindication. Mine shall be its sanguine satisfaction after long, long last. Yes, Victoria. She is the one whose heart must be held in hand, the heart around which the fingers of that hand must clench and tighten until its choking flesh bulges with blood and its beat slowly breaks. The orcs of Gazoldagar, they knew my name. Oh yes, by the bite of the roving rattler, they knew my design. And so they sought to save their last, an infant, she who was to be queen. To no avail, oh no. Years, how many I know not. Years I searched, and now her name is that of a woman, her employment that of a civilized being. But by the fork of Barbara Man-Eater, she is nothing but an orc, a cest of nature. One of a misbegotten litter dragged into life from the tumoured womb of a filthy, coarse-haired beast that was humped like a dog in the darkness of a stinking hollow. Victoria, librarian, daughter, adopted child of Cecil, Mayor of Sicile. There is bloodlust in you. I can feel it. Let it out. Set it free. Undo the last of the Kazoldagar. By the breasts of Sishara Goatsucker, give me my revenge!
That was quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met outside would turn out to be a vengeance-driven aficionado of assassins.
Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail, Grog! All hail his hot-steeled instruments.
Indeed. Victoria probably doesn't even know about her past. And yet, she's on a, let's call him eccentric's hit list.
Here I wait for thee. Yes, yes. Have you made? Yes. The orcs are named Victoria.
It was Esmeralda who killed Councillor Jake, but I didn't see her here the night of the murder. Then again, she might have just gotten a new pair of shoes. Squeak! This will is disgusting. The folks in Hunter's Edge make the best whiskey in Rivellon. Squeak! Folks say it was
I was really hoping to find something better.
Source Hunter. I'd like to report some dark magic. Only tainted hearts could tip as miserably as this lot. Been at the King Crab nearly 10 years now, personally. Seen every character you can imagine, from bums to wizards, passed through these doors for a pint and a place to rest. I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream has been ringing in my ears ever since. And with the room where it all happened still under quarantine, we've a constant reminder of exactly what happened. Though that's the question, isn't it? What exactly did happen? We all thought it was Esmeralda who checked into that room, and the Duke that followed her in. I was washing up and nudging the last of the lushes out of the door when a cloaked woman rushed in right past me. I never got a good look at her, damn my eyes, but I figured the way she disappeared that she was visiting one of the lodgers. Lucky.
Come now, Alistair. I'm sure you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I lead her over long while lighting my pipe.
Look, careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than Saffron's, I dare say.
Hearty welcome to the King Crab Inn, and a pleasure to have you. You look like you could use a round or three, so what'll it be? Have a seat and stay a while. The name's Ivad. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I've been offering the weary travellers of Sicile drink and rest for nearly 2 decades now, but the King Crab's older than that by a long shot. All you see before you is the manifestation of my great-grandpappy Horatius Dungeness's noble vision. Beer and naps for everyone. No questions asked. Well, between you and me, things have been rather slow since the, incident. But with spirits high and liquor flowing like it is tonight, it seems the crab may just come out of that pinch. Psst. Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know. That room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman. Though I regret to say I can't say exactly who. This inn isn't in the business of asking many questions, if you know what I mean. She came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this were just more at the same. I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Counsellor and her visitors. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed me grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed and awash in fright. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead, surrounded by what may as well have been a battlefield. Whoever done it has escaped through the window, but I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion barracks faster than a jackrabbit after that. Counsellor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He's called the Duke of Ferrol, a high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about Esmeralda, I'd recommend it.
He's sent to the northern cave.
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realise that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Oh, my good man. Drink if you please.
Please do keep shouting politely.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune?
Zimbladorix! That! Ha! Quite under my spell, aren't you? Me? You mean you don't recognize me?
Well, you must live under a very large, very heavy rock, for I'm the finest wizard in Rivellon. Yes, that is strange. Strange indeed. But it's a strange world we live in, isn't it? A strange and magical world, full of wonders and regionis regentum. Oh, you'll find out. You'll find out indeed. If I'm as good as they say I am, you'll have sprouted a pair of long purple ears in the next hour. Ah, how I do love a tasty aubergine in summertime.
Hello again. How can I help you?
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the Northern Cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Oh, my good man. Drink if you please.
Please do keep shouting like. Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your...
Source was in play here, right? But that doesn't solve the mystery.
I think it would be wise to inspect the counselor's corpse and see what clues we can find.
Oh, my good man. Drink if you please.
Please do keep shouting.
Careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than saffron, I dare say.
So you're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens!
Ah, hello, proportionate one. Ah, I can see from the symmetry in your face that you are a great fan of the fine arts, no? I'm a painter by trade, as you can see, but a cartographer at heart. You might think there isn't enough work for one of my talents in a downtrodden city like Sicil, and you'd be quite right. I travel around Andervale, mastering my craft and finding new subjects to add to my litany of lovely portraits and complex maps, like this rooster I'm working on now, and the landscape that surrounds him. How lovely to see you again, haver of the beautifully shaped shoulders.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens!
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
I'm telling you, a necromancer must be at work in Sicil. How else do you explain risen dead sprouting like mushrooms in the night?
So tell me, Septimus, would your pull you on the battlefield?
Move along. Move along. But I'm neither married, engaged, or attached in any way. I've never bothered to inquire.
Polite, handsome, and single. Don't go anywhere tonight, Legionnaire. I'd be afraid alone in the dark.
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Were that I had been there to partake in the battle. But my duties lie here, sworn as I am to protect Lady Esmeralda from the rabble that would enforce summary justice on her, even though she is, until proven guilty, wholly innocent. I am Septimus, 7th son in a household of 9, legionnaires all. Me and 2 brothers of mine were assigned to Sicile from day 1. Alas, both of them have long since fallen in battle against the dead. But never shall I lose heart. Long as a single legionnaire stands, all of us remain undefeated in the eyes of the gods. So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivellon, my friend. And I have traveled more extensively than migratory birds do. She stands accused of murder, but in my mind, her presumed guilt is a fallacy, and indeed a fabrication. Steadfast will I guard her. Never will I waver unless absolute proof of her culpability should be brought before me. And I hold no such proof exists. Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Sicile. The Council of 7 couldn't have wished for a better ambassador. That he of all people should have braved the undead siege for so long, only to be felled by foul sorcery, is heartrending. And what questions are those? Tragedy flocks to this place, like goblins to a boar carcass. None of us guessed, when we were assigned to Sicile, that we were about to embark on a years-long stint in the unluckiest city in Rivellon. Undead orcs, ghosts, what's next? Man-eating zombie crabs? I remember waking up with a head full of hammers 2 years ago. The drill sergeant barking away, "Up you get, lads, we sail for Sicile. Them's in need of the Legion over there." They certainly were, and they are still. Only we cannot grant them victory, for I have yet to see the mortal soul that can put those undead bastards to rest once and for all.
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter? I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we married. He so rich and I so poor, but his one and only princess just the same. Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you? So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches.
Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Dear Jake had a mineral collection, yes. As far as I knew, it was one of his pastimes, nothing more. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much. I feel like I'm drifting from nightmare into nightmare. Well, what do you want to know?
Never imagined that finding a £1/4 of mouldy, moth-eaten flour would be a cause for celebration in this city. How things have changed. I'm telling you, a necromancer must have been at work in Sicil. Perhaps still is. How else do you explain risen dead sprouting like mushrooms in a single night? And that's not even the worst of it. No, the worst is they keep coming back. An endless legion of the dead that even the legion of the living cannot subdue.
Adamant about her innocence.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
My, what a strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero.
Oh, I'm no hero, Esmeralda Davis. I'm just doing my duty. For the Legion.
Well, you certainly are my hero. The rock upon which I may rest my weary soul in these trying and troubled times.
Never fear, my lady. As long as I'm around, no hair on your head.
Looking good. One man's trash is another man's trash. Not even worth the rummaging.
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Bleeding waste, standing here without so much as a piglet in the pen.
Cheese on your book for the wheel of the good stuff.
Greetings! These stores are...
Step aside! Ah! This maniac's gonna turn me into a meat pie! Ah!
Come on, chicken, 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 viens chez papa. That cute little beak. Can you really condemn that face to the cleaver?
Greetings! These stalls are for our Legion troops. Rivellon's finest work up mighty fine appetites, so...
We'll do as I say.
What? No! Ah! My next
too graceful to be hacked in half, but I thought I could trust you.
That was close. Thanks for catching Fidgety Jack here. I guess he got nervous when I mentioned drumsticks. Let's have that bird then, shall we? Our troops are mighty hungry.
Well, Source Hunter, you come to the right place, you have. I got every style of equipment to fit you from head to foot, if it's a trade you're after.
These stalls are for our Legion troops. Rivellon's finest work up mighty fine appetite, serving the 7.
Those boots will embarrass a bridge folk. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Oh, what now?
Whom would you have the Legion arrest? The Source Hunter. Whom would you have the Legion arrest? The elf. What in the name of Ahu's arse should I arrest him for?
Nonsense. The man is just senile and quite harmless. Listen, what we handle ourselves, we handle better than the Legion, don't we?
No. We'll do as I say, and there's an end to it.
So, he wants you to kill that savage the mayor calls his daughter, does he? Hardly seems a crime to do so. But I guess I cannot allow assassinations to take place. I won't arrest him unless I have some actual evidence, though. Or did you think I'd simply take your word for fact? As I suspected. Oh, if you must. Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's knows which body parts. Sects, sorcerers.
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter. But certainly. What would you like to know? Oh, I am but a wizard. A god. My task upon this earth is to protect the heart of nature, the very antithesis of which is the intrigue. You see, my one desire is to witness a world in which to my great regret, none of them purr as yet. Oh, that'll never happen. Granted, a witch could make the polymorph permanent if she'd enchant me in my cat guise, but I'll just have to be careful around witches, won't I? I'm my own wizard, you know, and I don't intend to become anyone's familiar. Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Such magic is a gift, hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct, even articulate speech, perhaps humanity's greatest asset, cannot give expression to something so inextricably innate. To be out in the night, to stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as your witness. You couldn't possibly imagine the thrill. But of course it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs, this I freely admit. Let's just say I have found a way to enjoy the best of two worlds. By all means. Of course. I hope your investigation fares well. I can but piece together what few morsels fell from the grapevine into a rather disappointing meal. They say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight. She retired to a room on the ground floor where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the same cup of wine for hours. I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room. Soon after, a terrible commotion erupted and the thundering light of magic was witnessed by the few remaining patrons. It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the mystery room. When finally he did, he found Jake there, dead. How and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion barred anyone from entering. The traces of magic I felt were vile. Source, no doubt. I myself have none, even though the rest of the town has already mentally tried and convicted Jake's wife Esmeralda. Now, it may well be established that she is in fact the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent, but let's just say that if I really thought this murder case would be so very easily resolved, I wouldn't have sent for source hunters. It might be a bit late to inspect the body, in that it has already been buried. It may be worth your while to speak to the mortician, though. A chap called Roberts. He has a house by the graveyard. I can't say much more, but that they're madmen. All the more dangerous to us because of their alliance with what should be a natural enemy. You won't see me teaming up with a terrier in a hurry. And what might those be? One of them failed? Who is the mongrel that dares to question my engineering expertise? I take it the mutt in question was referring to the Sparkmaster 5000. It isn't failing, it just became... well, it became self-aware. Frightfully annoying when that happens. You know what? Here's the remote access device with which I used to control it. There's a manual for that somewhere around here, too. Yours, if you can find it. I really should invite Victoria one of these days, so she can help me organize my mess of a library. Those who are raising the dead dwell among us. They simply must be. But even though I've spent many a night leaping from tree to rooftop, watching on as citizens stagger home from the inn or simply burn the midnight oil, I haven't spied a single soul worthy of true suspicion. The enemy is wily. They know us better than we know them, and they've found ways to avoid both detection and distrust. And yet I am somehow convinced that you may succeed where the Legion and I have failed. Call it instinct. You have a flair for understatements, Hunter. I'm sure they are but a minor nuisance in the eyes of a born warrior. But to the Legion, they are green-skinned death incarnate. Until they conclude what mischief they intend to see through, or, less likely, they are conclusively defeated, we can but bar the gates and hole up like mice while the cats are on the prowl. Oh, a mere trifle for one with the intellect of a feline and the engineering skills of a human. You basically construct a classic ballista, add a 100% legally obtained, self-regenerating source of destructive magic to it, and Bobcat's your uncle.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir! No, sir!
I could do with a cold drink.
I'm overheating here!
Toasty!
Warm as dragon's breath!
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away?
Ah, there it is.
It's heating up.
Good luck with these Sicilian sauce.
It's heating up.
May the seven keep you.
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated.
Perhaps.
Nemrus is the greatest philosopher in the land, you know. I'd give me left whiskers to be half as smart as him. Tweak! Nemrus is the greatest philosopher in the land, you know. I'd give me left whiskers to be half as smart as him.
Hey, wow! I was wondering where that awesome sweaty boot smell was coming from. And here you are. Wow! This is great! I'm Murphy, Jake's dog. Wow, you smell great! Have you been rolling around on dead things all day? That's my favourite hobby too. You know who I miss? Jake. Sometimes he'd just sit there being awesome. And I'd give him this look like, you smell great. And he'd give me this look like, you do too, Murphy. And he was my best friend. I came here so I could smell Jake again. He smelled great. But whatever's buried there doesn't smell like Jake at all. No, it's definitely not Jake. He was awesome. If I ever find out who killed Jake, the most awesome Jake who ever jaked, I'll bark so much. Seriously, so much. You have no idea.
Rest in peace, darling.
Where are you, Jake? Are you playing without me?
Peace be with you, traveller. May your lost loved ones rest in peace. I once lived a prosperous life with my husband and our happy little daughter, Loney. But when the undead plague broke out, my dear husband was among the first killed. Loney never recovered from the loss. And when a group of mercenaries, predators, more aptly called, came to town dangling the opportunity to annihilate those undead devils, Loney lapped up their rhetoric and joined without so much as a backward glance. She were killed less than a week after she joined. Here she lies, and here I stand, mourning the death of my last joy.
I don't have the right tool for digging.
I smell rotten lamb chops.
May the seven keep you. May the seven keep you.
I smell rotten lamb chops.
Rest in peace, darling.
Where are you, Jake? Are you playing without me? Oh!
May the seven keep you.
It's heating up.
Attention! About face! Nuts! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Can you spare a coin? have some pity.
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big bedroom. Performers, showmen, show all of them. Sight seal what you're made of.
Well, tuck my tail and call me Bessie. A 2 feet addressing me directly? Huh, I thought I'd never see the day. Oh, me and my brother Bull have dragged this here cart all around Siseel, from dock to graveyard and back again. Speaking of Bull, you ought to say hello to him. He's clairvoyant, you know. Can tell your fortune to the T.
Steady, boys, steady. We'll be leaving as soon as we're packed up.
I'm seeing 2 feet approaching me, and here you are. My powers astound even me. I'm Bull, the leading clairvoyant in Siseel. The 2 feets never bother to ask, but I see all that is and is to be. Of course, most winsome 2 feet. Of course. What would you like to know?
I can't even smell the sea air over this pot.
Steady, boys, steady. We'll be leaving as soon as we're packed up.
Rotten sea garbage.
Why, yes, most wealthy indeed. But you must be vigilant, 2 feet, for I see that your wealth will come by bloody means. Well, that depends, 2 feet. That depends. I see that love has caused you to falter in the past. Yes, falter dearly. You must reconcile your mistakes before you will find true love. Death. Ever the most difficult topic to foretell. I see. Oh dear. No. No. Your reading is over, dear. Over.
Slimy, leaking, rotten sea
See how fast she scuttles!
I feel quite dire. I need a remedy!
Well, there we have it. 2 dead legionnaires. I'm not so sure anymore. It was a wicked thing we did.
One day, comrade, vengeance will be ours. Filthy beast! I'll kill the last one of you!
I said to him, I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold piece now, I'll walk out the door.
Good on you. Please, Doctor, respect him.
This place reeks of orc stench.
Bringing your little orcish girlfriend here is like bringing a wolf to a hen house.
Nonsense. Listen. She's purring, the darling.
What fool would trust a 2-bit love potion out of a back-page circular from youthful gore? Ah, who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my dumbbell of a friend here that orcs are predators, not pets?
Enough of that. I know how dangerous an orc can be, but this one has been reformed. Anyone can see that she's completely docile. But my prejudiced friend here still wants to kill her.
Maybe before the Great Orc Raid we had time to indulge Ninius's idiotic obsessions. But now we're needed at our posts. I can hardly believe I've been wasting time protecting an orc when I should be running them through.
Excuse my friend's violent outbursts. He hasn't enjoyed a woman's touch in quite some time now. It makes him a bit edgy.
Your woman's touch is less of a loving caress and more of a claw shanked brutally through the throat. I'll take my chances as a bachelor, thanks.
My friend here and I were patrolling outside the city walls, when who did I see creeping along the shore but this lovely orcish lady? For a brief second, as long as eternity, we locked eyes. Perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach, she sprang up and began running, claws bared towards Marius. Fortunately for him, I had the presence of mind to ignore my sword and instead adroitly fling my pouch of trinkets towards her. A vial of love potion shattered over her head, and when she turned to face me, she became instantly enamored. I'm sure she must have been compelled to join the Orcish army under some kind of duress. A lady with such a sweetly savage manner would never willingly join up with those vicious marauders.
Ha! I can assure you there wasn't a hint of sweetness in those murderous eyes when she lunged at my throat. She may be confined here for now, but who's telling when she'll escape and who she'll rip to shreds?
Ah, I've always had an amateur interest in all things alchemical. When I read in an esteemed periodical from the Wizards of Youthful Gore about an amazing opportunity that could change my life, I had to act fast or lose the once-in-a-lifetime deal. I sent away for the world-famous love potion, available for a limited time only, and it has worked exactly as promised.
You see what a fool my friend has been. Spending all his cash on snake oil and bringing a temporarily tranquilized monster into our midst to boot.
What kind of monster would lie in a published advertisement? I'm sure the effects of the potion will be everlasting, as printed.
You see, he'd believe it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet. Please tell me you can reason with him, or ditch reason and use your sword to shave him from his murderous darling.
You're right. The information she provides could well turn the tides here in Sicil.
Bravo! I trust not only the potion, but my scaly sweetheart in and of herself.
You're going to regret this. We're all going to regret this.
Too late indeed. Not even a skeptic like you can deny that she loves me.
An orc in love? Ha! When this little charm fades, she'll liberate the flesh from our faces.
Come now, enough doom and gloom. Cast your gaze instead.
This place reeks of orc stench.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my hands.
Still thinking about exploring the beach? You're free to go, though we Legionnaires are under strict orders never to abandon our posts. So
Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage.
Join the Stud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Heavenly hearing, delicious stories, joy for
Let us see if you can choose the finest drink.
What? Oh, it's you. Come closer then. Closer. My ears aren't what they used to be, nor my eyes for that matter. Yes, hello, Source Hunter. Our city welcomes you. My elf? What elf? Oh, myself.
I am Cecil, Mayor of Sicil, and husband of the stately Cecilia. I've been the mayor here for decades, and I'm quite eager to see Sicil through these difficult times. Yes, very difficult times indeed. What? Oh, you mean Sicil? Very difficult times indeed. As though the death of Jake, and by source magic no less, weren't enough. We're also facing all sorts of brutish intruders. The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our beaches. That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult or some such sticking its tendrils into the innocent, seven-fearing folks of Sicil. And, while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic I rather foolishly sought. A weapon called the Staff of Pergamon. Jake murdered? Oh, yes. Yes, now I recall. Indeed. I could hardly believe it myself. The Council and I have certainly had our differences over the years, but old squabbles evaporate under such circumstances. Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody to keep her safe from the mob. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a bit, suggestive. But I've never had cause to suspect her of violence. Still, one never knows for sure. An all-right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town knows the only goal of his business trips to Sicil is to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn with Mrs. Counselor. What? The undead? Yes, for the past 2 years those blasted skeletons have all but suffocated this city. With all but one trade route overrun, Sicil's once torrential commerce has slowed to a pathetic trickle. What now? Oh, you're speaking gibberish. Ah, you mean the Staff of Pergamon. Yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order through means somewhat, atypical to a government official. Cecil proved an old fool, though. For the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands, and I wonder if you could retrieve it for me. His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter, a merchant ship still docked at the Sicil harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'd help, but I'd quite like to avoid getting the Legion involved, if you don't mind. The staff itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know use of the material to be forbidden, but I was desperate to do something to aid the townsfolk against the undead. Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have discussed with you long ago, Source Hunter. But I suppose if you really don't know, I'd be remiss if I didn't at least explain the basics. You see, when a lady and a fellow find each other rather nice, well, rather more than nice, they occasionally, Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the seventh sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and the bees when Sicil's under siege by orcs, undead, and cultists. That depends. What kind of berries are you interested in, exactly? Ah, the library. Yes, you must have a visit. It's the gem of Sicil. Would you like to have a look? I'll escort you upstairs myself. Please yourself. Let me know if you change your mind. You won't regret it. Oh, yes, the Fabulous Five. Aren't they simply fantastic? I'm sure they'll get the job done in no time, especially with your expert hand lent to their cause. That machine Ahu built is an abomination. It must be stopped at all costs. I bet the wizard himself could provide some advice regarding how to destroy it. He's the mad scientist who crafted it after all. Someone wants to see Victoria dead? That cherub of the book? That seraph of the library? Outrageous! Hear you me. You must stop that dog by any means necessary. As mayor of Sicil, you have my permission to take drastic measures if need be. That depends. Ah, marvelous. Follow me then.
Golly gosh! One who flaunts the highways and byways of silly old Sicil with the easy elegance of a puss with her tail in the air. I do declare such a sight is rather rare around here. But where are my manners? I am Maxine, and you must be one of those hunters one hears so much about. Charmed, I'm sure. I'm the mayor's cat, don't you know? Born and raised on velvets and viands of most exquisite varieties. Maxine rhymes with queen, after all, and dearest. That is hardly a coincidence. Oh, he's a darling old Tom, isn't he? Paws over tails in love with me, and who can blame him? The feeling's, well, it's rather mutual, actually. But that pet of a puss simply doesn't have a penny to his name. At the risk of sounding as shallow as a spaniel, I can't but admit my love does not come unconditionally. What if we were to have kittens, he and I? They'd jolly well starve, wouldn't they? With an alley cat for a papa? Oh, dear Sam, he's such a good old bean. But he does rather reside at the bottom of the scratching pole, doesn't he? And dear me, one must have at least a mite of standards. But of course, darling, be my... Oh, this quaint little town is a tad too parochial for one of my more urbane tastes. But one has to make do, hasn't one? The fresh sea air does go to great lengths to invigorate one's spirit, that much I'll admit. And it is rather jolly to watch the ships sail in laden with all kinds of exotic wares, full of the little treats the mayor likes to spoil me with. Darling man, he dotes on me so. Heavens forbid! No, fear is rather too strong a term there, hunter dearest. The predator's instinct is a trait we share, you and I. And though those rancid ramblers may not be quite as easy to put to the claw as mice are, I assure you they are just as easily outwitted.
What? Oh, yes. This library is the jewel in Sicil's crown, the beacon of culture and learning in our fair city. My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine, and she's got every speck of information about this place packed into her brilliant brain. Yes, Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted so long ago. Ah, it brings a tear to my eye just seeing her here among her beloved books. What? Oh, yes, yes. I'll be on my way back downstairs now. Please introduce yourself. I know Victoria will be happy to make your acquaintance.
This isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
In the night.
In the name of Amun-Hor, I bid thee Tujta Geta Hal, be welcome, human. My library is yours, as I hope your friendship is mine. I am Victoria, daughter of Mayor Cecil. Oh, I know what you're thinking. The likeness isn't exactly striking, is it? When I was very young, you see, I must have been cast out by my tribe, for I was found in a wicker basket floating past Sicil toward the sea. The fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all. But praise be Amon-Hor, dear Cecil was among the gathered crowd, and he took pity on the exiled infant that chance had put in his way. He raised me like I was his own, this kindest of souls, taught me the language of men, their customs and their letters. Thus, I became the city's librarian, a position I uphold with no small diligence and pride. Indeed you may. The wisdom I here hoard is yours to peruse and even take with you. All I can ask is that you return the books you borrow so that others may enjoy them too. Kira Lizor! Oh, do pardon my language, my friend, but that is quite the startling revelation. So much sadness, so much anguish. Eglandir's tale is heartrending, though it seems that in the pursuit of retribution, he has himself become as great a ghoul as those that wronged him.
The lesser key.
Does he not see that I am now the one who is to be wronged? Why, oh why must he make me, of all gentle-minded and life-loving creatures, why must he make me the target of his imperishable hate? Whom have I ever harmed? I live for books, not brutality. So, let us approach the situation with reason and ask ourselves, where do we go from here? Though, first let me say this. Ashizam bil kushum zunum. From my heart, I thank you for warning me. I thank you and I trust you. So pray, let me pose the question. What do you advise we should do?
Lesser key of Sadakandaras. Ugh, what nonsense.
Leg Fizoda! Yes, a capital notion. Let him be brought before the law for his schemes. I am an innocent, and Eglandir would see me dead. That is a grave offence, is it not?
The lesser key of Sadakandaras. Ugh, what nonsense.
It would probably be better if you rather than I informed Captain Aureus, though. He bears little goodwill toward me ever since my more savage brethren have been marauding the beaches and killing his legionnaires. Yes? Have you decided what should be done about him? My amulet? But it is Haxmagi, a sacred token that houses the presence of my ancestors. No, I cannot part with my talisman, the keepsake of my soul. Leg Fizzod! It would probably be better if you rather than I.
The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
Volume 1, Volume 2. But where has the third one gone?
The lesser key of Sadakandaras. Ugh, what nonsense. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
Volume 1, Volume 2. But where has the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh. I need something more advanced. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart. The lesser key of
Heard any good tales, my friend? I heard this was a place of many people, so here I came. I have seen more faces here in a day than I had seen in all the days of my life together. But I have not found the face I seek. Jarrett is missing. It is my duty to find him. That mystery is thick and ugly as a swarm of horns. I watched the next morning. He was killed. I do not know the one called Attenborough, but I...
These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
Wing of worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn.
Join the Stud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
Bleeding waste, standing here without so much as a piglet in the pen. Bleeding waste, standing here without so much as a piglet in the pen. Bleeding waste, standing here without so much as a piglet in the pen.
Let us see if you can choose the finest green. No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Livestock's got twice the sense and thrice the soul of the average human, I say.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Join the Stud Club.
Livestock's got twice the sense and thrice the soul of the average human, I say. Livestock's got twice the sense and thrice the soul of the average human, I say. These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
Let us see if you can choose the finest green.
I could have had a new lamb by now if that Bruce had taken to a woolly lass instead of that heifer.
Red and orange, yellow,
Scrolls to entussle you.
Those dark-robed nuts really ruffle my feathers, sneaking around here at all hours of the night.
to see if you can choose.
Don't talk to me. You're making me lose focus. Can't you see I'm busy modeling? Obviously, someone's plumage isn't magnificent enough to inspire genius.
Cheese? Tomatoes?
All those naysayers in the past. Bah! See what I've become. Hundreds of years from now, people will wonder, who is that cook? It must have been a grand cook, so inspired.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter?
Cheese? Tomatoes?
Join the Spud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes. Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Get the shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Liberté, equality, and brotherhood for all will turn the wicked cleaver of decapitation upon you. Revolution is coming!
Sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour. What about it? Well, have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, let's have it. Whom would you have the lead? So, he wants you to kill that savage? As I suspected. So, he wants you... As I suspected. Oh, if you must. I'm Captain Aureus, if you...
Sir, no, sir.
Cruel fortune. You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Good man. Drink, if you please.
Please do keep shouting.
Here I wait for thee in the dark. Yes. Yes. Have you made my name? Yes. Yes. Your name, Victor. The hunters go a-stalking in the night. By the needles of the million bleeder, they'll end it all in blood! By the filed teeth of Slumar Soul Shredder, the end is nigh. Death comes a-creeping for you, Victoria! Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail, Grog! All hail his hot-steeled instruments.
So you're just hanging around the inn, are you?
Heard any good tales, my friend?
Oh, you think you can...
What's with you, bipeds and beer? No better drink than milk.
I am a duke. You'll be concerned enough with your real...
So there's the rub. I am but a stray, and she is the mayor's cat. Oh, I do understand her, I do. She wants a Tom of means, not privation. One who brings home the sardines and the occasional halibut. Would that I still had my collar. Such a marvel it was, as bejeweled as the night sky with precious stones, said to have once been worn by a far-off Maharaja's best hunting cheater. Like the king of all cats I looked when I wore it. A gift bestowed upon me by a princess whom I had kept company during a long and perilous voyage. A precious band of gemstones, lost as I was tossed around by the waves like a ball in a game of catch. Among the waves it remains, I imagine. Worn perhaps by a crab who fancies himself a Caesar with it. If only I could be the Caesar again, and Maxine my Caesarina.
That way to her. Well, suffice to say it, I've got my eye on you, Baron.
I am a duke, potato-eating peasant.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
The closest I've come to my mattress and I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Look careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than saffrons, I dare say.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gods! What is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you? A magical pyramid, eh? Frivolous and lecherous magic, more like. Leave my house, before the divines punish you for your aberrant ways. Out! No!
If she
if you
sulks and
please.
flowers stink much
This
longer,
room is
dear will smell
private.
this lady from a field away. I'll save a leg of something good for when she begins to starve.
Don't just stand there. Go! Away with you! What are you still doing here? Begone!
Everything we do seems to fortify your abilities.
If you please. This room is private. Don't just stand there. Go! Away with you!
The team hardly enjoys being confused with your massive wobbling head.
What are you still doing here? That's enough of that now! That's enough of that now! What are you still doing here? Begone! Out! Now, if you please! This room is private. Treasure! Don't just stand there. Go! Away with you!
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more hose than a slice of this fine Gorman there.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Heavenly herring! Delicious dogfish! Yours for a scrap of gold each!
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Need a big cheese on your foot.
problem than a set of silver arrows. Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
On the move for cheese. The excuse is more holes than the size of this fine woman there.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sisefield's ever seen.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sisefield's ever seen.
On the move for cheese. The excuse is more holes than the size of this fine woman there.
Fresh haddock. Nothing more fire.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows. Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Cheese on your book with a wheel and a footstep.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sisefield's ever seen.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Ain't a big cheese on your book with a wheel and a footstep.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
On the move for cheese. The excuse is more holes than the size of this fine woman there.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.